Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're going to break down a piece of tech that's seriously changing how we use the decentralized web. I'm talking about the Ethereum Name Service, or as you'll usually hear it, ENS. Let's get right into the problem it was built to fix.
All right, take a quick look at these two. If you needed to send or receive some crypto, which one would you rather type out? On the left, you've got your standard, super long crypto address. On the right, an ENS name. The difference is, well, it's a no-brainer, right? And that's the whole point. For the longest time, these long, messy strings of letters and numbers were a huge headache for anybody trying to use blockchain tech. They're confusing to look at, they're intimidating for new users, and worst of all, one little typo, and poof, your funds could be lost in the digital ether forever. It was obvious that for Web3 to really take off, it needed a much, much better address book. And that's exactly where ENS comes into the picture. You can think of it as the simple, elegant solution that gives your Web3 presence a nickname. It's all about making this new decentralized world feel a lot more human and a whole lot easier to navigate. So what is ENS at its core? Well, it's a decentralized naming system built directly on the Ethereum blockchain. Its number one job is to take those impossibly complex machine-friendly addresses and map them to simple human-friendly names that we can actually remember, like Juan.eth. The easiest way to get your head around ENS is to compare it to something we use every single day, the Internet's domain name system, or DNS. You know how DNS turns a string of numbers, an IP address, into something simple like google.com? Well, ENS does the exact same thing, but for crypto addresses. It turns that jumble of characters into Juan.eth. But, and this is the key, ENS is completely decentralized. That means no single company controls it. It's censorship-resistant and community-run, which is a huge deal. So why should you care? Because the benefits are massive. First off, it dramatically slashes the risk of those costly transaction errors, which makes the whole ecosystem safer for everyone. It makes Web3 way less scary for newcomers. And as we're about to see, it lets you build a single, portable digital identity and even a digital brand for your business. Okay, so how does the magic actually happen? Let's take a quick peek under the hood. And don't worry, we're not going to get bogged down in technical jargon. The goal here is just to get the main ideas that make ENS so secure and so powerful. The whole system really boils down to three core parts, and they're all smart contracts living on the Ethereum blockchain. First, you've got the ENS registry. Think of it as the master ledger. It keeps track of who owns what name. Then you have resolvers. These are the translators that do the actual work of turning a name into an address. And finally, you have registrars, which are the smart contracts that handle the whole process of registering a new .eth name. Because it's all on the blockchain, the entire system is super transparent and secure. And you know what? Getting your own name is actually incredibly simple. It's really just 3 steps. First, you search for a name you like to see if it's available. Second, you send a request to register it and pay a small annual fee. And third, you just have to confirm a couple of transactions in your crypto wallet, and that's it. The name is yours. Now, what about the price tag? Well, for most names, anything with 5 characters or more, the fee is super low, usually around $5 a year. But just like with website domains, those shorter, punchier names are more rare and considered more valuable, so they cost more to register. It's a system designed to make sure those premium names are actually put to good use. So, we've talked about the how, but honestly, the so what is where things get really interesting. ENS is about so much more than making payments easier. It's quickly becoming the bedrock for our entire digital identity across the decentralized web. This is where the vision gets really big. That one single .eth name can act as the hub for your whole digital life. Yeah, it handles your payments, but it can also point to your decentralized website, pull all your social profiles into one place, and serve as your official brand in the world of Web3. It really is this idea of one name to rule them all. Your ENS name isn't tied to a single app or a single wallet. It's your username for the entire Web3 ecosystem, one that you truly own and can take with you anywhere. It connects your wallets, your sites, your profiles, all under one clean, unified identity. And this isn't some far-off futuristic concept. It's happening right now. You've got major figures like Ethereum's own co-founder using Vitalik.eth to receive payments. Huge projects like Uniswap use uniswap.eth to give users a permanent, tamper-proof link to their app. And regular people are using names like Alicia.eth to verify their social media accounts on the blockchain. For businesses, ENS is an absolute game changer. MyCompany.eth becomes your official Web3 brand. But what's really cool is that you can create subdomains like shop.mycompany.eth for your store or support.mycompany.eth for your help desk. It lets you organize your whole digital operation. The potential is so clear that even big-time payment services like PayPal and Venmo are starting to integrate it.
So that brings us to the future. ENS is not a finished product by any means. It's a living, evolving piece of core infrastructure that's going to keep shaping the future of identity in Web3 for years to come. And the roadmap is really exciting. The team is working on something called NameChain, which is a Layer 2 network set for late 2025. It's going to slash transaction costs and make ENS way more affordable. And looking even further out, the big goal is full multi-chain interoperability. That means your one ENS name could work seamlessly across tons of different blockchains, not just Ethereum. I think this quote just nails it. ENS is a cornerstone of the Web3 infrastructure. It bridges the gap between complex blockchain technology and human usability. And that really is the heart of it. It's the essential bridge that makes the decentralized internet usable and powerful, not just for the hardcore developers, but for absolutely everyone. So, at the end of the day, ENS gives the decentralized web a much-needed human touch. It's turning it from a world of cryptic code into a world of people, communities, and brands. It's making it familiar. So the real question it leaves us with is this. Now that we have this incredibly powerful tool, what are we all going to build with?